What up, my awesome viewers? Rio Gian here, and we're gonna go over the Edgar Markov somewhat freaking sweet build. Yeah, maybe. I'm probably gonna title that. Alright, so this has turned out to be $100 commander. Buying this during pre-con was the smartest decision I ever made. In terms of magic. Not in terms of overall life, at least I hope. Not in terms of overall life. I might say that when I get married, though, but not now. Now it is the smartest decision I ever made regarding Magic, because this card is now $100. Crazy. This card is now $100. That's crazy, right? That is crazy. Anyways, here's a freaking sweet build for Edgar Markov. We're gonna first start off with the one-hit wonders. What are one-hit wonders? They're one CMC, typically 1-for-1s, and they just come on the board to spawn a vampire. That's exactly what they do. But hey, sometimes they might have some cool party tricks. This one got some Death Touch and Lifelink. This one's got a bunch of effects. It can become 3/3 with Death Touch. And the end step, if a player lost 4 or more life, he gets a 1/1. He gets Skulk and Lifelink. This one is actually pretty freaking legit, because whenever another black creature enters the battlefield under my control, target creature gains Intimidate, which cannot be blocked except by artifacts or creature that shares the same color with it. This is a common card. This is a pretty legit card. Like, this thing has made stuff unblockable and wins games. Right? Amazing. Anyways, hopefully me saying that, I have completely no clout whatsoever. I should not even say that I influence the market. I do not. I have no clout whatsoever. Okay, so we also have him. He's got lifelink, sack a creature. Your whole team, if they're vampires, gets 1/1. Alright. So now on to the ramp package, because ramp is very important. You know why? Because there's no green. So we're gonna start off with the signets. These come with the precons. They stay here. I really thought about getting rid of these signets, but I was like, there's so many situations where I'm so glad I have the signet, because I was missing that one color, and now I'm not missing the color anymore. So it's really cool. Our Arcane Signet. Oh right, this is also a Signet. This is a staple. I think it's now 25 cents because it's been reprinted to death. So, Smothering Tides. You don't need to put this card in the deck. Is it still 30 bucks? I got it when it was 8, but it's 30 now. So yeah. If you don't need it, don't do it. It's too expensive. Don't do it. You don't need this. You want this, but you don't need it. Felwar Stone. Soul Ring, of course. Wayfarer's Bauble. This used to be 3 bucks. I got it when it was 25 cents. Because they got reprinted. Crypt Gas. This is a non-vampire, but this effect is so good. Tap a swamp, tap for 2. Narcona's Revenant. This thing used to be $20 or $30. Now it's like $5 because of reprint. So yep, super good effect. Same thing as Crypt Gas, but a vampire. Tap a black, tap for 2. Sword of the Animus, 12 bucks. This one is only 4 bucks. 4 bucks. Well, hopefully it's still 4 bucks now. So yes, if you can, get a card that you like, but in a different language. Chances are it could be cheaper. Unless it's Japanese, then it could be more expensive. But if it's not Japanese, there's a chance it might be cheaper. So that's ramp. Card draw. Equally as important. I count this as card draw because you know you can literally at some point, most points in the game, you're gonna have like over 40 lives. So really good card draw. Enters the battlefield, draw. For he's basically Pack of the Serpent, but in a monster form. You will be making tokens a lot. This is almost never dead. Almost never dead. Yeah, so pretty much you'll be drawing a card once per turn. Card draw. Skull Clamp. Why did I not have the original English one? Because I brought the precon. Why, right? Why? Well, it's simple. I lost it. I can't find it. And it costs a lot of money now, so buy it in a different language. I think this is still 10 bucks. Yeah. It's nice, but there's the precon version of it that attached to the land that's literally 25 cents. So I also don't have that card too. Or I think I lost it. So yes. But if you have the precon, you know, if you bought it when it was cheap, good job. But use that one. Don't use this one. Not really necessary. Siphon Mine. This card, I initially thought this is a dumb card because, you know, you're a fast deck, you're going to wipe out opponents. No. There are a lot of times when in my particular play group, we play like 5 people commander. Takes hours to finish games. But this card is super useful. This is literally 4 mana for drawing 4 cards. Legit. Revive. Always have some kind of recursion. That's pretty much it. This one, vigilance, attacks, gets a 3 or less into the battlefield. So you don't cast it, so you don't get the vampire trigger. Okay. One of the most important things to do is to actually read your cards. So this is why there has been misplays, and myself included. So it only works, right, when you cast another vampire spell, not when another vampire enters the battlefield. Yes. So, and those of you that are in my play group, I have severely misplayed this card for numerous times. Sorry, but yes. Anyways, this brings your vampires back, but you don't get the trigger. You don't get the vampire bonus trigger. So this does. You know why? 'Cause it brings it to your hand, so you cast it, so you get the trigger. Same thing. Gain life, which you will almost always do in this deck. You pay 1, you revive something, trigger it out. Okay, we did that. Life gain. You almost always gain life, but you only have 3 cards in life gain. Hang on, you'll see what I mean. So these cards are very specifically lifelink cards. Yes, this one is up. Vampires. This one surprisingly wins games. So I'm really surprised this thing wins games. But yes, this thing surprisingly wins games because I typically have like an army of vampires. So yeah. Anyways, yep, that's how that works. Oh. Non-vampire, vampire. Wait, hang on. That's not even in there. Non-vampire, but just overall good cards. So this thing, it's a non-vampire. You're not gonna get the vampire trigger, even though you claim it as a vampire. You're not casting it as a vampire. You're casting it as a shapeshifter. And then it gets the vampire, and then it fuels up your vampire. So that's how that works. Shieldred, just an overall sweet card. If you have Anawan, the Ruined Sage, in the precon, which I know you do, unless you lost it, then you can replace that and not have Shieldred. Because Shieldred, I think... No, Shieldred's cheap now, right? she's probably like $3 or $5. Yeah, so cheap now. Never mind. God Eternal Oketra. Basically Edgar Markov, but not a vampire. Because whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black. That's Edgar Markov, but not a vampire. But anyways, whenever he dies, dies or is put into exile, the library third from the top. So yeah, pretty sweet. Removal, really important. You know, propaganda, a ghostly prison, a spear of safety. Pew! Double kill. Same thing. Same thing. Except you tap it, you pay 7 life. But believe me, 7 life is nothing compared to a good removal after you attack. Assuming you pay 2. Or 4. Or 10. If you have Spear of Safety. I don't know what your play group's like, but mine has a whole bunch of those little like staller cards, so yeah. Destroy target enchantments. This is the main thing that this here. This is just overall good card, so overall really good creature removal. Board wipes. As much as you don't like wiping the board, you gotta have at least 2. So super good. Really good, because you'll almost always have a lot of life. So there are times where I will literally pay 25 life for Toxic Deluge to get rid of the whole entire field. But yes, it's totally worth it. Is this still a $10 card? I don't know, but it's totally worth it. Is this still a $30 card? Holy shit. Wait, hang on. I might want to cut that part out. Yeah. If this is still like a $30 card, that's a lot of money. Probably not worth it. But you have precon. It's in the precon, so good stuff. Ah. Yeah. Big boy stack. Generally good vampires. Whenever a non-token vampire attack, make a token. Sweet. Pretty sweet planeswalker. Almost never get to the alt. Except that one time when I did. Pretty cool. Lifelink. Oh, he should have went into the lifelink category. But yes, lifelink. And also revive. Pretty sweet. Actually, a bunch of useful techs. Just a better vampire Nighthawk. Flying, Death Touch, lifelink. Olivia Voldaren. Tag, you're it. I love this text. Deals 1 damage, tags it, becomes a vampire, put a 1/1 counter on Olivia. You pay 5, you gain control as long as Olivia is on the field. Pretty sweet. Doors of Death. This card wins a few games, but pretty much after that, it's like, oh hey, I play Doors of Destiny, kill it. Yeah, that's basically what happens. Vanquisher's Banner. Oh, this should have been a draw, huh? Yeah, it should have been a draw. Oh well. It's a good 1/1. And whenever you cast it, you draw a card. Cast it, draw a card. Cast it, draw a card. Nice. Storm Quick Cap. Pretty sweet. First strike. But the awesome thing is that the vampires get first strike too. Oh yeah, legit. Token Maker. And a Lord too. Because he buffs. Because for those that are in the play group, you know me. Whenever I play this card, he's always transformed. He's always transformed when I play him. Oh yeah, because that's the most optimal way to play this guy. cordial vampire. Or this text is so good in so many key situations because it says cordial vampire or another creature died. Does not even have to be your creature. As long as it's another creature. It works. It works. It just works so well. Shared animosity. This card wins games. And then I think after a few games, I play shared animosity, kill it. It's like that. It's like that. Veto. Veto gives everybody lifelink. And veto is the key to this. You thought the infinite combo died? The infinite combo never dies. Anyway, so he's basically saying Sanguine Bond, but for cheaper and in a body. So legit. My boy Vampire Nighthawk, pretty sweet. Rakish Air, you touch them and your vampires grow. Touch them and you grow. Searcher, that's pretty much it. Search for anyways, camera got cut off. Search for Sanctum Seeker or where is that? Bloodline Keeper. Yep. And the other pop effect is pretty decent too, but mainly the search. The search is why you play him. Drana. It's kind of like Rakish Air, but like Drana has to deal damage. Is Drana a chick or a dude? But anyways, Drana has to do damage. So this one. So here's the good thing about Rakish Air, is that whenever a vampire you control deals combat damage. This one, Drana herself has to touch, and then the team grows. Blood Artist on steroids. Oh yeah. A lord. That's pretty much it. He's a lord. Dictate of Erebos on a body. Pretty freaking sweet. Scuff. Is the scuff gone? Alright, it is now gone. Yep. Death Touch Lifelink. That's pretty much it. Oh, this card is pretty freaking sweet actually, because this card is Rakish Air on enchantment. Plus, when you attack, you have first strike. You strike first, which is nice. This card is not a I play to kill. No, it's not. It's not that. It's a lot of the time it slips through the cracks of I play kill it. But this card, legit. A really good lord actually. This is a really good lord. Shifts the way how you play a little bit, but a really good lord because Bloodthirst 3. He's gonna come in as a 6/6 for 5 mana, and everything else that's coming in, it's gonna have the counters. That's legit. That's pretty freaking legit. Is he expensive? I don't know. I think it was like 25 cents. Oh, this card. This card went from, oh, it's just another dumb vampire lord, to, hey, I play captivating vampire, kill it. Because of, I actually use this text a lot. The tap 5, the gain control, I use this a lot. And last but not least, Gary, but for vampires. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we covered that. Mana. Mana is important. We have special lands. Mana is never my strong suit. I have to be honest with you, man. Like lands, I spend like just the least amount of money on lands. Command Tower, Precon. I think this is Precon. This is cheap because you got to reveal a land. This is cheap because it pangs you. This is relatively expensive, like $2 or something, $3. It's a Czech land, so. All right. Why am I showing you planes? Because it's important. Got 8 planes. 6 mountains. Why only 6 mountains? Because not a lot of stuff is red, actually. So, a surprising number of stuff that's not red. Which then again is not really that surprising. And I don't have like double reds in my pips. But I do have double whites in my pips. Swamps. How many swamps? Let's just find out. 5, 10, 15, 16 swamps. Do you need that many swamps? Yes, you absolutely do. Because most of your stuff is black. And if you don't have swamp, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're so screwed if you don't have swamp. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, this deck has been through some neglect, I have to say so. It doesn't get that much play time, but I'm going to play it more because it being a $100 commander makes me want to play it more. But yeah, it's pretty freaking sweet. It's not the most high budget stuff, but it's not really the low budget stuff too, thanks to inflation and COVID and people playing Magic more. So yeah, this thing crazy expensive. $100? $100? Really? Too much money, man. Too much freaking money. But I love it though. Awesome commander. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like it. Like, comment, subscribe, bell, more content, support me directly on locals down below as well. You guys, stay awesome.